All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're glad you could make it here tonight. We're here to roast the man, the myth, the legend, Santa Claus. He's a lot like Steve Jobs without the talent. Because he runs a sweatshop in the North fucking Pole, right? I'm very angry about this because, you know, I can't get on the rides here in Orlando. I fucked that joke up, didn't I? All right. It's okay, it'll get better, don't worry, I promise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus is so fat. He's so fat that when he eats a red dot on the map, everyone thinks it's a sexual predator's house. He's so fat, his blood type is ragu. It's an old one, I know, but it works. It works. It works. It really does. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus is a lot like sleeping in prison. You have to sleep with your ass to the wall so you don't get touched. Too soon? I don't want you to write me again. That's what it meant. Oh, you didn't get it. I'm sorry. All right. Even Satan gave me a dirty look. How fucked up is that joke? Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus, he treats us a lot like his children in the sense that he doesn't ever come home on time. He never feeds us, and he, names us shitty things like the angry fucking elf. It's a horrible, horrible childhood, yes, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't for Santa Claus, they wouldn't have no research for diabetes. No, it's true. You people did it. You left the cookies out for it. It's true. This year, leave out some, Metamucil. Fiber helps the blood sugar go down. Too cerebral for you. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna keep this show rolling right now. Oh, call back. Now, I want to introduce your first roaster. Are you guys ready for your first roaster of the evening? Because clearly it's the first roaster. I sucked at this shit, all right? Your first roaster of the evening, a lot of people, they talk about him fucking Mrs. Claus, whole bestiality shit. He doesn't do that. No. The reason his nose is red is because he is always there for her period. It's either that or you're sniffing up Frosty there, I'm just saying. Happy birthday! Rudolph is so lame that no one would fucking play any reindeer games with him. What the fuck are reindeer games anyways, right? It was a horrible film with Ben Affleck, that's what it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Rudolph... yeah. I'm killing the momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the next roaster, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer! Rudy!
Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you guys for coming out and using your GPS system instead of using enslaved animals, Santa. Asshole. Hey, fun fact, our elf here, he works at a toy factory that your kids should not get toys from. Hashtag #MeTooToys.
Too soon.
Not for you. A regular elf diet consists of sugar and syrup. Our elf diet consists of sugar and meth. Must be from bombard.
It's true.
It's very true. Oh, my nose slipped.
Take that, bombard.
Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny. Why are you two here? You two are like the extras in Game of Thrones. Nobody cares. No one cares. No one knows you. Honestly, I just think it's an excuse for him to wear a tutu. That's what it is. Free balling Tooth Fairy. He's taking more than teeth, people. Take it more than tea. Gingerbread Man, turn around. Our gingerbread man is made of sugar, spice, and diabetes. Gingerbread Man, you live in a gingerbread house. And you're made of gingerbread. What kind of sick Science of the Lamb shit are you into, buddy? That is some morbid shit. You got a song, buddy. You always say when people go around you, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. It's the same thing he tells all his baby mamas. Jesus! How you doing, buddy? The original, the OG of CrossFit. Yes, that's the joke. So outdated. I got you, Jesus, I got you. You're so outdated because Satan has more emojis than you. How is that possible? For thousands of years, you've been trying to get billions of followers. The Catch Me Outside girl did it in 2 days. Catch me outside, how about that? Jesus, baby on the rock.
I believe it's pronounced cash.
No, it's catch, you dick. Or cat. Jesus, I really wish you were like the rest of these guys here, that we only have to hear about you once a year. No? Okay.
Apparently there's some Christians now.
Apparently.
Not for long.
Satan.
Yeah.
Hello. Get it? It's a pun. No. Satan not only making hell hot, but flaming. Am I right?
Don't wear those shoes.
Oh. These are hooves, Dick. I painted them. You're so gay, if you sit on a candy cane, you can guess how many stripes are on.
14.
Like the number 69, Satan has a number too, 666, which stands for human centipeding, if you guys didn't know that. The same way Santa likes to look at me and my brothers, all lined up from the back. Frosty.
Yeah, Rudy.
Yeah, buddy. AKA the White Angel.
Fuck you, venison.
Oh, I taste delicious. The ultimate white privilege.
Yeah.
Frosty is made of a Pablo Escobar's wet dream. Frosty has a carrot for a nose and a baby carrot for a dick.
It's not what Miss Rudolph says.
That was my
Don't you eat carrots?
What?
The elf just woke up.
Touche, penguin, touche. Speaking of cold and stiff, Mrs. Claus. Your pussy's so cold and spacious, but Frosty stays in there year-round. Your pussy's so mangled, they're filming Stranger Things 3 in there. That was a tongue twister.
You got the carrots out your mouth.
I already spit them out. Swallow, dick. Let's try this, audience. Your pussy's so dry. Oh, let's try that again. Your pussy's so dry that me and the boys use it for salt lick. Because we're reindeer.
That was good. And accurate as well.
Very accurate. Salt. Your pussy's so dry. Santa used it to light up the Christmas tree and the chimney. Like a frame.
Should have stopped that salt.
I should have started the salt lick. I'm not touching your carrot tonight, Frosty. Black Santa. Black Santa's here. Going down your mama's chimney this Christmas. Black Santa took the time to be here instead of going to church. Not the Baptist. I'm talking about church's chicken. Black Santa's giving everybody this year a mixtape of some Christmas songs. Selling outside of Aldi. Instead of cookies and milk, he sells for cornbread and Kool-Aid. Instead of reindeers, he has rescue pit bulls pulling a Cadillac. And a mean chihuahua taking my spot. Black Santa, you deliver gifts like you deliver child support checks. Late and always to someone else's kid. And now for the man of the hour, Santa. Santa. We've been together for years. You and Kevin Spacey have one thing in common. You guys both like riding young bucks. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Who the hell's writing your songs? Bill Cosby? Here's a white guy that encourages kids to sit on his lap and tell them what they want. From the sounds of it, Kevin Spacey would have made an amazing Santa. You've touched so many boys and girls that Harvey Weinstein is impressed. That's my time. You guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'll tell you, Rudy. Seeing Rudolph up here reminds me of the Patrick Swayze film Roadhouse, because I thought he'd be taller. You're still short, shut the fuck up. And I'm an elf, and I can say that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your next roaster coming to the podium right now. You might recognize him from his stupid song. You might even recognize him more because his street value is about $500 million. Frosty the Snowman!
Hey! Happy birthday! One more time for the Angry Elf doing a great job up here this evening. The Angry Elf, huh? You know why he's so angry? Low elf-esteem. No, seriously, I'd be pissed if I had that face too. That's a horrible face. You know, I found out something about you, Elf. Before you took this job, you've never personally built a toy. In fact, you never had any training in building toys. You're like a Trump appointee at the North Pole. You know that, right? You're the Betsy DeVos of the Arctic. Congratulations, motherfucker. Satan.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here tonight.
I'm regretting it.
I know you've had a pretty busy schedule since moving into the White House and shit. I lost 33% of the crowd on that one. But I'm going for the popular vote. Satan!
Yeah.
They call you the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah.
But tonight, you just look like Prince. Rudolph. You look like an Ewok at a rave. Who got Panther costume at Party City? That guy! How many elves does it take to screw in a light bulb? 9. 1 to screw it in and 8 to hold Rudolph down. What's up, motherfucker? Tell him which end you like it in. Hey, Rudolph. Hate to tell you this. You know what your wife does while you're out delivering presents on Christmas Eve? She goes into town and blows a couple of bucks. Bucks are male deer, motherfuckers! I read that. Rudolph the red-nosed Latino reindeer. Being able to fly must come in handy getting the oranges from the top of the tree during harvest season. Come nibble my carrot. It's a button nose! Listen to the fucking song! Gingerbread Man. You look like a Puerto Rican Pillsbury doughboy. You look like Gumby fucked Mike Tyson. And that baby was born with Down syndrome. And then you took the skin and wore it. Alright, that was too far. That's not even on the card. I'm sorry about that. I have a friend who fucked Mike Tyson, so I apologize. Black Santa, you look like Harriet Tubman fucked Harriet Tubman. A lot of fucking jokes out of Frosty tonight. Black Santa, glad you could join us tonight. For every minute you're here, that's one less minute I have to worry about a white family being carjacked. I mean, honestly, Black, you're the most fictional character up here. I mean, how you expect us to believe that a black man's gonna visit every child in the world in one evening when you haven't even seen your own kids this year? I know! Their mom be tripping because you're behind on payments. Yeah, you got money for pimp hats, but no money for child support. Fuck you. Drove through Kissimmee tonight to get here. Tooth Fairy, it looks like you spend a lot of time there yourself. Tell me this, how come whenever you go and visit children, you leave money under their pillow, but whenever I visit your mom, she has me leave it on the nightstand? She likes the slushies. You know, it's not a fair world, Tooth Fairy. You pay children for their used teeth and people love you, but I offer one woman $50 for a pair of her used panties, and I'm the sicko. Like if they didn't have the vending machines here, you wouldn't buy them too. Fuck you. If your man's laughing, he spends too much time on the internet. All right. But let's be honest. Christmas is shit. Whoever invented it should be nailed to a cross. What's up, Jesus? It's nice to finally meet you. You know, I always assumed you'd be black. You know, the way in the Bible you called everyone brother, like gospel, and couldn't get a fair trial. Your people, not mine. What do Jesus and Jaden Smith have in common? They're both only famous because of who their daddy is. You're a nobody, you bearded hippie. Hard to believe that on a dais consisted of the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and Santa Claus, you're still the only one here that nobody believes in anymore. Oh, if you were Christian, you wouldn't be at this fucking show. I don't know why Christians are against gay marriage. I mean, come on, you had 2 fathers and you turned out okay. Shout out to Joseph. Whenever I'm in doubt, I ask myself, what would Jesus do? Then I remember you were crucified by your own people, so maybe you don't make such good decisions. I really feel like you got a lot of pressure on you, though. I think people put too much faith in you, especially when it comes to cars. Jesus is my co-pilot. Jesus, take the wheel. Then you see all these crosses on the side of the road, and you think to yourself, maybe Jesus isn't such a great driver. These people read the Bible. You know what's not in the Bible? Cars. Yeah. You think Moses would have wandered the desert for 40 years if he could have Ubered? Or Jubered? I don't know. It's like Uber without the tipping option because they never use it. Happy birthday! All kidding aside, Jesus, I love you. You're born, we get presents. You die, come back to life, we get painted eggs and chocolate bunnies. What the fuck's not to like here? Easter Bunny, you're not looking too healthy tonight. You look like the lab bunny they used to test the HIV drugs on. I mean, seriously, at your age, can you really afford to give any more eggs away? Maybe you should freeze a few. Bend over, I'll give you a finger. Santa has always had a fine-looking beard. We call her Mrs. Claus. She's actually the reason I was late. Mrs. Claus and I were having a snowball fight. I won. My snowballs hit her chin about 50 times. I love Mrs. C. First Christmas I met her, she asked me to kiss her under the mistletoe that she had hanging from her clitoris. Or clitoris. The word around the hot chocolate machine is that she's a sucker for the Latino elves. I hear she's blown more Puerto Ricans than Hurricane Maria. My 7-year-old wrote that one. I couldn't not do it tonight. Come on! You know elves are Latino, short, hardworking, don't cost much. Come on! I might have to go out the back tonight. Hey, Rudolph, can I get a ride home? This time I'll get on your back. Santa Claus. Saint Nick, the poster boy for fucking diabetes. How do you still have both your legs, you cookie-eating motherfucker? Seriously. Seriously. Life's not fair. You spent centuries traveling the world visiting children, having them sit on your lap and whisper into your ear. But Jared Fogle does it one time! Need something more topical. Kevin Spacey does it one time! Harvey Weinstein did it a lot of times! I'll leave you with this, Nick. We've been good for years. You've always treated me well. And I just gotta say, it's honestly a shame that a man that loves children so much doesn't have children of his own. I imagine it must be hard to conceive when you only come once a year and when you do, it's down a chimney. I gotta say, after seeing Miss Claus tonight, I'd take the chimney too. Yeah. Frosty's out, bitches!
Keep it going for Frosty, ladies and gentlemen. The cold-blooded prick that he is. There's nothing off limits tonight, by the way, folks. Just want to remind you, don't get sensitive, all right? Speaking of sensitive, this next roaster coming to the stage is bearing much more than most of us want to see. He's known for giving money for teeth, kind of like a prize fighter. Or a hockey player. Put your hands together right now for the one, the only, the Tooth Fairy.
What's going on? You broke motherfuckers. How we doing tonight? How we doing? I was a little late getting here tonight. Traffic was heavy on the way here from Mississippi. Okay. I did make a stop at Kissimmee, as Frosty mentioned. Make some money there. Make some money there. Angry Elf, hosting it tonight. I'd be angry too if I was born in the shape of an eggplant. He goes, I lost a lot of weight. I go, I know. I hear in North Pole the cocaine is white as snow. He's like a little Russian nesting doll. There's like 7 angrier and smaller elves inside of him as you go down. That's how I like to think of him, okay? Don't judge me. Come on, you think this is easy? Look at this. I wake up in this every morning. This. You can see he's going left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Work with it here. Jesus, birthday boy, coming up, getting a little faded over there. Jesus is like the Michael Jackson of religion. You know? There's evidence he was black, but the world has turned him into a bearded white lady. I like to fuck with him. I call him, you know, AKA Daddy's little bitch. I like to fuck with him when he loses a tooth. Instead of quarters or dollars, I put under these big metal nails just to fuck with him. I'm cold-blooded, baby. I don't care. Quarters and nickels for days, baby. For days. Make it rain on them. You don't know me, baby. Neither does Rudolph, talking shit. But you're in Florida, baby. Deer season just opened up like a month ago. I ain't gotta shoot you. Just tie you up, drop you off on the side of 528. I saw your uncle splatter out there earlier on the way here. Cold-blooded, baby. Cold-blooded. You think I care? No. Satan? Yes. Love that guy. Makes my job pretty busy in a lot of the downtown areas, you know? He does. Crackheads? Smoke a crack rock? Lose a tooth? Put it under your pillow? Get a quarter? Buy another crack rock? Lose a tooth? Goes around. Goes around. Easter Bunny, the only one less pathetic than me here. Symbol of fucking. None of you have done your research. Me and her gotten it on. Making sex tapes called Spaghetti and Meatballs. But she's gonna come up here and talk shit, but she'll be careful. Knock those big 2 front teeth out. Leave you $1 for them. Gingerbread Man is here. Out of his prime, apparently. You know, his family used to tease him, you know, catch me if you can. And apparently he did, and he ate them all. Apparently. Frosty in the house tonight. Oh yeah, that fucking giant snowball of Down syndrome. Happy birthday! He and Jesus like to get him drunk and convince him to birthday parties at the sauna. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. Mrs. Claus, that freak. How you doing, girl? I haven't seen her since she showed me that her titties are pierced with little jingle bells hanging on the side of them. She's a freak. Loves to get smothered in my eggnog. Ooh, dirty? It's okay. Mrs. Claus, baby, I'm the tooth fairy. I wanted to get up in it, but your booty was too hairy. Too hairy, too scary. Make my Christmas not so merry. It happens. Who else we got here tonight? Oh my God! My favorite, Black Santa. Black Santa. God, everybody else gets White Santa, and then the kids over there on Paramore. We got Black Santa. Presents show up on the 27th, they're like new. Instead of milk and cookies, leave out malt liquor and pork rinds. Late, because he's like picking up hose in the sled, like, hold on, you see that, baby? That's chrome right there, that's chrome. Oh, pop man, but don't scratch the leather, bitch. What You think Black Santa has 8 reindeer? They drag inside like 8 pit bulls. Put a little red nose at the top. Hey, that's what I like to think of him. Black Santa, I love that guy. Like an Einstein reincarnated as a pimp. So, the man of the hour, Mr. Santa Claus, give it up for him. Global warming's affecting him, you know, hasn't, just like his penis, hasn't seen a white Christmas in a while, you know, hasn't seen that. Looking down, you know. All the little kids are waiting on their presents. Mrs. Claus is still waiting on an orgasm, you know. That's about as hard as I thought that would hit right there. It is. Thinking of him fucking anybody is like not easy to imagine. You know, it's not enough that you have the the child labor movement up there in the North Pole, but then even your reindeer Mexican, that's just cold-blooded. This is the way to end the show, right here. But me and him, we're a lot alike, you know? People expect us to show up, give them free shit all the time. But I think you guys like me a little bit more because you can spend mine on drugs. And that's the real difference, baby. So, hey, I'm the Tooth Fairy. Y'all have a great night. Merry Christmas.
Keep it going for the Tooth Fairy. Frosty needs his glove back. There we go. Yeah, happy birthday. One more time for the Tooth Fairy, ladies and gentlemen. Logan. All right, this next roaster coming to the stage right now. Everybody's been waiting for him. And especially all the kids that he's supposed to go see. Now, we got him here tonight. He's fresh off this hit movie that he's filming right now, Coming to America 2. Where his soul is truly glowing. Put your hands together for Black Santa Claus!
He sings a love song as we go along, walking into
On my hat, bitch. Merry Christmas. Okay, y'all supposed to say it. I was gonna say Merry fuck y'all. Alright. Hold that sign up one more time. Alright, let's make some noise for the little angry elf, the host tonight. That's right. That motherfucker looks like the reason why you should wear condoms. I'm serious. Like, if I had a baby like that, I'd wear condoms tied in an anchor knot and flush that motherfucker. Spade and neuter your cats too, just in case. Tooth Fairy. That motherfucker looked like Richard Simmons and Carrot Top had a baby. It's 2017. 2 men can have a baby now, just in case y'all didn't know that. This motherfucker, he also looks like the stunt double for the Dr. Pepper commercial man. The one who comes out the washing machine's like, the sweetie. That's how he comes into people's houses. He's like, I'm here to get your tea. Look like this motherfucker take your teeth and leave some bullshit ass workout videos of Dr. Pepper. Easter Bunny. Oh yeah, Easter Bunny. How y'all doing? We got the fattest ass Easter Bunny ever. And she's Italian. That's right. This Easter Bunny, she don't even hop. She don't walk. She ride a rascal. The only thing she hopping on is some dick. That's an Italian joke, just in case y'all didn't know that. Now, let me give y'all a few examples how Italians and rabbits are kind of similar. For one, they both short and hairy. Oh, y'all not laughing? Go watch Goodfellas. Every woman got a mustache in Goodfellas. Fuck y'all. Second, they like to hop around to different partners. And third, they have babies every 3 months. I like that joke.
Rudolph, we got diversity. We got a Mexican reindeer. This motherfucker don't even fly. He just take the Mexican drug tunnels. That's how you get all your presents there. Now, I know he's a Mexican reindeer, for one, because he's short, brown, and he's hairy. But two, you never see just one of them. Like, you never see just one Mexican. You never see just one reindeer. And the last reason why they're the same, because Mexicans and reindeers, they're good at hopping the fence. It's okay to shoot them too when they hop the fence. Trump said that, not me. Frosty. This motherfucker said I'm the most, what do you say, fictional character up here. Looking like an unflavored snow cone. Now, what's more believable? Me, a black Santa, or this motherfucker, a pile of talking snow that you can't sell for $50 a gram? Come on now, this is Orlando. I know y'all buying more drugs than that. Now, truthfully, I'm gonna tell you something. I really don't know Frosty, but I know his mama. That's right, his mama's cold, but our mouth is so warm. That's right, that bitch sucks so much dick I call her snowblower. And you know something? I tell you something, his mama's just like another famous Frosty. You know the Frosty from Wendy's? You know, and just like that Frosty, you can take his mama home for 99 cents.
It's about to get chilly in this motherfucker!
Sit your ass down before I see you on a one-way trip to Miami.
Keep it up, sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate! Speaking of sexual chocolate, Jesus! Anyway, Jesus. I don't know if y'all know this, but he is my silent partner in a strip club I own called the North Pole. Y'all may not know this, that's right. I'm gonna tell you some of his responsibilities. The first thing he does, he turns all water to wine. I don't have no liquor license, whatever. I like it. Secondly, he forgives all my hoes for their sins. I have all born-again hoes. There should be a lot more people laughing because there's some born-again hoes in here too. That's right. And the best part about the whole deal is with Jesus, he only wants 10%.
You Christians should get that joke, yeah?
Miss Claus, my original hoe. The original hoe. She's racist though. She's kind of dumb and racist. She only let me fuck her on Black Friday. You want to know what's up with that shit? She's like an iPhone X. You just look in her face and she'll just open up. You don't have to say nothing to her. Just don't touch it, just look at it. Miss Claus, she's had more premature babies in her mouth than a Nick you and Winnie Palmer. It's okay to laugh at that joke. Y'all ain't going to hell. It's okay. Oh, y'all can. That's all right. Well, how about this one? She swallowed so many babies, I call her drain hoe. Feminists in this room, baby? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so check this out. Me and the elves, we got a game we like to play with Miss Santa. We like to call it Mary Jane. Well, and the game is we treat her like a joint. That's right, we treat her like a joint because after she gets lit, you know, everybody, we take turns and we hit that bitch. I like that joke. Santa, the man of the hour. This fat fuck. You know, every time y'all say his name, I actually take a knee. I don't even stand up. It's bullshit, man. Like, y'all really think this fat motherfucker getting in and out your house when he can barely get in and out his outfit? Seriously, like if you walked in your house, you have to grease your hallways. That's how big this motherfucker is. Santa, y'all believe this motherfucker travels around the world in 24 hours? That's a lie. It takes him 24 hours to get in the sled. Yeah, he starts on the 21st, actually. This motherfucker is so fat, he bleeds marinara. But the fat part comes in, he uses garlic bread as Band-Aids. Now, before I get out of here, I'm gonna tell you a few differences about Black Santa and White Santa. White Santa, he supposedly come down a chimney. Black Santa ain't doing nothing but coming down Miss Santa Claus' throat. White Santa, he get to your house and eat milk and cookies. Black Santa gonna eat your cookie. That's right. That's right. Last thing, White Santa is a molester. You know, he let little kids sit on his lap, and the kids tell him what they want. See, Black Santa don't do that shit. Only mamas can sit on my lap. That's right, and I tell them bitches what I want. Now, before I get out of here, I wrote a poem, a little quick poem. And it goes like this, it's called Black Santa's Coming. I'm making a list, checking it twice. Trying to find out whose baby mama gonna give me some ass tonight. That's Black Santa, I'm out of here.
Keep it going for Black Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Protecting everyone every Christmas from all the ho-ho-hos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whose hair is worse, the Tooth Fairies or Black Santa's. They're sitting next to each other, it looks like before and after you mop the floor. All right. Are you ready for your next roaster, ladies and gentlemen? Put your hands together, make some noise. This next roaster, as you've heard tonight, his motto, his line, his mantra is, run, run, fast as you can, can't catch me, I'm the Gingerbread Man. See how fat that motherfucker is? I can outrun that bitch. He doesn't run that fast, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how he does getting up the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the Gingerbread Man.
Oh boy! Oh, how's everybody doing? All right. I'm Gingy. Hey. Yep. Black Santa's talking about eating cookies. That's fucked up. You eat my cookies and get type 2 diabetes.
Bunny. By the end of the show, there was 37 fucking babies. Oh boy! We got Frosty the Snowman.
Hey, Gigi.
Yeah, you look like a disheveled snowball hobo. You're not stupid. They're talking about blowing him. You blow him, you get brain freeze. You look like Olaf with alcoholism. Oh boy! We got Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Goddamn! You look like Chewbacca on a job interview. We got Hispanic Rudolph. He lives in the North Pole because Maria destroyed his house. After the show, Rudolph will be selling coquito. Oh boy! Oh boy! We got Black Santa. Oh boy, Black Santa. Oh man, you look like Dolomite cosplay. Santa gets Christmas, you get Black Friday. Oh boy! You look like a backup singer in a Temptations cover band. Your soul don't glow, it's so no. Don't laugh at that was terrible. All right. Oh, we got Satan. Oh, Satan. Goddamn you, Satan. You look like a dumpster fire with jazz hands. You greedy bastard! You took all the good music souls, all the best singers. I want to go to hell just for the soundtrack. What's there to listen to in heaven? What, country music? MC Hammer, Creed, the shit they play at Chick-fil-A drive-thrus? Bullshit! That sucks! Oh boy! We got Jesus! Look at Jesus! Oh my God! You betrayed your people and then became the spokesperson for people that weren't you. You're the Rachel Dolezal of religion. 4 people got that. That's cool. Oh boy! You're technically dead and you rose again after 3 days. So you have the same abilities as Santa's dick. Oh boy! Alright. With that beard and that cape, you look like a superhero in a Ducks Dynasty comic book. You're a millennial Jesus. Your body of Christ is gluten-free. Oh boy. All right, Mrs. Claus. I like your poncho. When did you become a Sherpa? You real housewife, bitch of North Pole. You do nothing, bitch. You're the Ivanka Trump of Christian folklore. Oh boy! And now to you, Santa. Santa, you're the Kool-Aid man with white privilege. I have a bone to pick with you. You've been eating cookies this whole time. You piece of shit! Those are my family members! You're the Hitler of my people! Oh, boy! All right, I'm the gingerbread man. Eat my dick. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gingerbread Man. I'm just gonna keep it rolling right now. We'll bring up your next roaster. Your next roaster usually delivers eggs and chocolates. This year she ate them. Put your hands together for the Easter Bunny.
Hey there, everyone! I'm the fucking Easter Bunny! Don't you think it's weird that they asked a horny, female, Middle Eastern Jewish chick to be the Easter Bunny at the Santa Claus roast? Fuck him coming now, guys. I've been listening to all this shit the whole time. Alright, Angry Elf. Angry Elf is so angry because he got rejected from all the Lord of the Rings movies. This group looks like my childhood grew up, moved to Florida, and got addicted to drugs. Gingerbread Man, they say run as fast as you can. No one can catch you because you're the Gingerbread Man. They're right. No one person can catch you, but oh boy, can diabetes can. The Gingerbread Man is so poor. He's so poor that he lives in Section 8 gingerbread housing. Roasted. Rudolph's here? Hey, Rudolph, knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo hoo.
Exactly, you're sad. You got the Tooth Fairy. Quite the fairy you turned out to be, motherfucker. You lanky, dentistry fetishist, creepy, lazy piece of make-believe pile of Buffalo Bill-looking psychopath of an imaginary phantom. You're the only man I'd never let in my bedroom. And I'm basically a museum. I let anyone in! Roasted myself. It's called confidence. You look like the personification of a salt life sticker. Oh? I don't even live by the beach. Tooth Fairy, you look like the tampon at the bottom of my purse. Who knew the Easter Bunny would be so mean? Black Santa, you look like Einstein fucked Outcast. Black Santa, I'd fuck you, but I don't want my credit to go down. They say once you go black, you never come back, but I came fucking running back after Black Santa. Jesus, L'chaim. You don't even know Jewish stuff, man. Come on. How's that whole virgin thing working out for you? Jesus, I'd roast you, but the Jews already did. You gonna drop a Holocaust joke to a Jew? Classy. Satan's here?
Yeah.
Satan, what do you and every single trailer park girl have in common? You both consider yourselves fallen angels with daddy issues.
I remember you.
Satan, they say that you're the snake that tempted Eve in the Garden of Eden, but you look like you tempted a seamstress behind a TJ Maxx that's been abandoned for 3 years.
I remember you.
You look like Jeff Ross fell into an arts and crafts bin. No, someone said no. She made his costume. Frosty, the only thing people like about you is your nose. How does it feel to suck more than a vegetable and that's not even your fucking nose?
Number one, it's a fucking butt.
Be quiet, I'm on the stage.
Number two, keep it up and you won't get your official Red Ryder BB gun with the compass and the stock.
I don't know what that means. I'm Jewish, I didn't see the Christmas Story. Why would I watch that propaganda?
One more reason your people are wrong.
But we're the chosen ones. Frosty, you look like a perverted magician tonight.
Ta-da! Bend over, I'll make an icicle disappear.
Only if you're circumcised, baby. Frosty, I'm gonna reassign you a new holiday. Frosty, you're gonna get Kwanzaa because no one knows who you are and no one gives a shit about you. Roasted. And then who we got left? We got Mrs. Claus. Ooh, Claus are gonna come out for you, honey. Mrs. Claus has had more fat guys with beards inside her than the San Diego Convention Center during Comic-Con. Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus have been in a loveless marriage for millennia. You should have been a nun because Jesus is probably the only man that could ever love you. He loves everyone! And that brings us to Santa. Santa, you're like an old man who's fallen down because you can't get it up. We're the only ones that work at the mall, you and I. But no one ever hears of a mall Easter bunny touching children. You look like the understudy for the Baron Harkonnen in David Lynch's classic 1984 sci-fi thriller Dune. That's called a fucking reference. Alright, I'm the Easter Bunny. Thanks, guys. Have a good Christmas.
Keep it going for the Easter Bunny, ladies and gentlemen. Easter Bunny, just like the Easter Bunny, just like Rudolph. They both eat carrots. It's called the callback, motherfuckers. All right. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bring up your next roaster. Are you ready for the man, the myth, the legend? I need some energy, people. Put your hands together. Are you ready for your next roaster? All right. This guy coming on stage, they say the greatest trick that Satan ever played was claiming that he had 10 minutes of funny material. Put your hands together for Lucifer, a.k.a. Satan!
Thank you, Danny DeVito. I loved you in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Actually, I'm kidding. I know that's not Danny DeVito. I know that's the Angry Elf. My apologies to Danny DeVito. He could at least pull off a believable British accent. Greetings, future residents of hell. Let me hear from the sinners tonight. Where are the drunkards? Where are the gamblers? Where are the fornicators? Where are the homosexuals? According to my grinder, the tooth fairy's 12 feet away. Nice to be here in Orlando. You people you're welcome for the Brazilians. Had to come by to check on my I-4 progress. It's doing exactly as I anticipated. We're fully behind schedule. I would say it's a pleasure to be here, but it's not. I am very busy this time of year with the whole war on Christmas and all. It's a never-ending battle. You can say Merry Christmas again. Ugh. Like you haven't been able to fucking say that forever. Look at this. Look at these people. We've got all these imaginary characters down here on stage. We've got Frosty, Rudolph, Jesus. Let's see, who do I start with tonight? Let's go by order of least important. Angry Elf. People wonder why you're so angry. They have not seen you without your tights on. But have you lost weight? Seriously. I had no idea you were sick. The Angry Elf is just bitter because he has not gotten laid in over 275 years. Look at him though. I wouldn't fuck him with Caitlyn Jenner's vagina. And that thing still has a new car smell.
He made it.
The Easter Bunny's here. Why? You're the most pointless holiday character ever. You're basically known for hiding eggs. Thank you for keeping Jesus from getting high cholesterol. Fucking stupid. Speaking of stupid, Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Stand up, Rudolph. Stand up real quick. No, I said stand up. You were standing up. I'm sorry. Couldn't tell you that. Yeah, I really hate you, Rudolph. You know that? I fucking hate you. I look at you and I think, where's Ted Nugent when you need him? You're only famous because your nose could light up Santa's path on a dark and foggy night. Evidently the elves up there don't know how to make a flashlight. Call headlights, elf. Make a fucking headlight.
We only work in wood.
It's me too. Look at you, little Mexican there, reindeer. It's a good thing you could fly, because evidently that sleigh's got to have a reason to get over the new wall. Yes, they are going to get toys in Mexico, Santa. You don't belong at the front of the sleigh, you belong in the back of the short bus. You do have a catchy song, I'll give that to you though. You have a very catchy song. My favorite part in your song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, he'll go down in history. He'll also go down in math and English, because that's the only way he got through high school. It's a fucking blowjob joke, people. Speaking of going down, Tooth Fairy, I'll be nice to you though, because you're like the hottest person performing in the show tonight. It's not saying much, look at these people. Being the hottest guy on stage is like being the most likable Trump child. And take your fucking shirt off, that's the only reason people are here. I'll talk to you later. Black Santa's here. Thanks to your probation officer for getting you here tonight. Black Santa, you remind me a lot of Kanye West. You're just less attractive and more annoying. You're so ugly, even Khloe Kardashian wouldn't fuck you. What's that white shit on your face? Have you been going down on Frosty?
Happy birthday!
I do have to say, though, I applaud you, Black Santa, for breaking racial stereotypes. Especially that one about black men having large penises. At least that's what the Easter Bunny told me. Gingerbread Man. That set was stale. Those jokes were crummy. Look at you. Now we know what happens when the Pillsbury Doughboy gets baked. You think you're so tough, don't you? You can be taken down by a glass of milk. You are the ultimate lactose intolerant person. Frosty the Snowman is here.
Beelzebub!
Yeah, my good friend Frosty.
Yeah.
Usually you're so white that usually when you're around there's a group of white guys in khaki pants and tiki torches. So it's very opposite like this.
That's my crew.
People think I don't like you, Frosty, but I do. I keep wanting to invite you over to my home in the fiery pits of hell. Stop by anytime. Well, a few people know this about you, Frosty. You have a thing for the Asian women, don't you?
Yeah, I love them.
I know, he loves to eat the yellow snow. Frosty, you are 160 pounds of pure white powder. Black Santa's gonna be selling you after the show. You better be careful or you're gonna probably end up the Tooth Fairy's nose. Which is the only opening on him I'm not interested in. Mrs. Claus is here. A lot of people call Mrs. Claus a giant whore. All right, who else we got down there? I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I know for a fact the rumor that you fuck all of the elves is not true. Because I know there was one elf that you would never fuck.
Fuck you!
You have fucked a lot of elves, though. You've had more little people inside of you than a circus tent. You've gotten to where you are by fucking white, powerful men. You're the Melania Trump of the North Pole. Too soon? Jesus Christ. No, Jesus, you're right there. You know, you are such a disappointment. You claim to be a carpenter, but I haven't seen you build shit. You couldn't even make us a proper podium for tonight. Look at this. But let me set the record straight. None of the stories about you are true. None of them. You were not born in a manger because there was no room at the inn. No, your parents were Jewish and too cheap to pay for a hotel. And after sitting next to you all night, you stink. You reek. Take a bath. Frankincense is not cologne. Just because you can walk on water doesn't mean you can't submerge yourself in it and bathe every now and then. Also, quit bragging about the size of your penis. The only place you're hung is on a cross. I'm Satan, people, lighten up. The fuck did you expect? Finally, Santa. You fat bastard, you. Look at you. Put down the cookies and pick up a dumbbell. And I'm not talking about Rudolph. You're so creepy. How do you creep me out so much? How can Roy Moore get banned by a mall, from a mall, but you can't? It's not fair. I'm also sick and tired of getting the letters that your dyslexic children are writing to you. I don't give a shit if Timmy wants a poopy. One other thing. Quit putting your fucking decorations up in the store before my holiday is over. Let me get Halloween in first, and then you can put up a goddamn Christmas tree. But thank you all for coming tonight. I want to say to all of the people who donated toys and money, Merry Christmas. To those of you who did not, Happy Hanukkah. I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it, Satan. Before I bring up your next roast, I just want to share a little story about him. I remember when he was on the cross, and he called Peter over to talk to him. He said, "Peter, come here." And Peter was making his way through the Romans, and he kept getting hit with stones and stuff. And he said, "Peter, come here, come closer." Peter just kept going, kept going. He finally got to Jesus. And Jesus, he goes, "What's Jesus?" He's like, "I can see your house from here." All right then, ladies and gentlemen, the man that, they're like, "Oh, they just got there, table one here, okay." All right, ladies and gentlemen, the savior that's going to save this show, apparently. All the ladies love him, you know, because he's hung like this. Put your hands together for Jesus H. Christ.
I'm here to tell you, one of you will betray me twice tonight. Wrong dinner. I'm pretty sure I requested Amazing Grace when I came up onto the stage. Don't know what that was, but I liked it. Made me feel good. With arms wide open. It's a good way to start the night, Creed, you know. How are y'all doing? I know it's been a while, my bad. That one's on me. I'm not really here to roast anyone tonight. It's not my style. It's not how I do things. You know, I'm not gonna crucify anyone. Been there, done that. I want to give a shout out to all my peeps who hung on crosses with me. A lot of people don't like to recognize there was 3 people hanging on a cross that day. It was me, it was Bartholomew, and it was a guy named Chester. I betrayed the Romans, as you do. Bartholomew, I believe, was a thief and a rapist, so he had 2 things going for him, kind of, I guess, had that one coming. And Chester was just a really swell guy. Just, you know, there. So, you know, hashtag my peeps. I guess it's tradition to talk about the other people in a roast. Don't really know too much what to say, though. Tooth Fairy, you look great. I saw you a few years ago. You didn't look that skinny, but I'm glad, you know, things are moving for you. You almost look like me, like, you know, 2000 BC ago. You know, you got the nice V-cuts in there. I was talking to the Tooth Fairy before the show, and I told him carpentry was not the only wood that I'm familiar with. I love everyone. So Y'all put that one together. Which beard is more fake, mine or mine? It's incredibly uncomfortable and hard to drink through. But we persevere! Oh, yeah. Frosty's here. Hey, Frosty.
Hey, JC.
Fuck it.
Jesus, no!
I'm not gonna get upset about that one. Didn't know he invited a giant brown penis to the show. Oh, Gingerbread Man. You look weird from this angle. Honestly, it's just like take away the face. Like from this side, you really just look like a giant cock and balls. I don't know if that's like a mirage or something I've seen through like walking through a desert, but like, yeah, man, like you look like a penis. I feel like people are thanking me at the wrong times, by the way. Like, award shows, done with it. Acceptance speeches, done with it. That shit, come on. You know, let's get real. I want my praise echoed in song, on a Sunday, weekly, all the time. Keep it up. Those are the rules I've set. Y'all have read my book. Speaking of which, I haven't seen a dime off of that thing. There is no publishing company in Israel. So, I don't know who's been making money off of it, but like, I kind of love my cut. I'd like to make a general announcement. Masturbation is no longer a sin. It was because of you. Yeah. So, you know, half of y'all can still get in. You know, the other half are gonna go live with Uncle Lucy. And that's about it. The reason masturbation is no longer a sin is because I can't fight the temptation any longer. Ever since I got the stignostas in my hand, it's just like, hand job has a whole new meaning. So... that one hit you late. I'm glad you liked it. I'd like to make a complaint about certain people's outfits. 2 hoods near Sanford. It's a death sentence around here, bro. Shut up. Fucking Rudolph? Did you just buy a Chewbacca costume? And like put lights around it? Okay. Go on, Kermit. I believe it's the 4th wall, but way to go. Good try. You win.
You should know about walls.
I think it's unfair. Everybody else gets to use their face in this show, and I'm like the one guy who gets this to work with. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I should know a lot about beggars. That was better than y'all gave it credit for, so calm down. I'm used to a room of people not enjoying what I'm saying. It's okay. No, that's why I said that, because like now, yeah, ha ha ha. I'm just glad that you finally got something, like good. I think it's also unfair I'm the only one that doesn't get to wear shoes. It is very cold up on this stage, and I do not enjoy it. I need more of the body. Pretty sure I asked a waiter for some earlier and still haven't got it, but like, you know what? I won't be mad. That's cool. It's what I do. I'm Jesus, baby. I'll just talk to my dad about it later. In fact, you know what? We should all talk to my dad right now. Everybody, can we just bow our heads in prayer really quick? Can we just get like a quickie in there? It kind of makes me feel better. Can we do it? Yeah? Dear Dad, Shit's been crazy. People didn't really like the Trayvon joke. The angry elf keeps breaking his accent. The only beard worse than mine is Mrs. Claus. Shh, no one saw that. I just want you to, kind of bless everyone inside the room, be here with all of us. We all kind of need you in our life right now, especially with all these sexual assault accusations. I can't get hit with that shit. I've touched way too many blind people. It will not go well for me in prison. I will not defend myself, it's not my style. In my dad's name, amen. Thank you, okay, I really like that, thank you, okay? Now let's get to the man of the hour, Santa. I got some beef, let's talk. Anybody here have a birthday? Show of hands, yeah? Show of hands, how many people get to celebrate that birthday every year? Everyone? Notice how my hand didn't go up on that one. Guess what happens? This guy takes it. Anybody ever have a death day? I'm assuming not because all y'all are living. But if you guys could come back from the dead in 3 days, not a big deal. I'm sure you'd really appreciate that day being celebrated, right? Fuck you too, Easter Bunny! Can't have anything. Can't live, can't die, I feel like Superman, this is bullshit. That was a really bad reference. Thank you for the 3 people that laughed. I want to tell you 3 words, alright? I forgive you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays!
Ladies and gentlemen, kicking off for Jesus H. Christ. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now the next roaster of the evening knows, yes, this is the last roaster of the evening before we get to the big guy himself. She knows him better than any of us ever fucking want to. Put it together for the lady of the hour, Mrs. Claus.
Season's greetings. Cover it all. Please keep it going for the angry elf. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. He's only that angry because nobody's given him a sock yet. So he's not free. He's not a free elf.
It's a Harry Potter.
I'm excited for all of us to gather together to celebrate Santa and to celebrate Christmas. But although Christmas does seem to be a cover-up for other holidays such as Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's like Christmas is the holiday equivalent of a Trump tweet. Thanks. Cupid couldn't be here because the angry elf has a problem with midgets. Reminds him too much of home. Hi, Frosty. Frosty's here. He's a man made out of snow that needs to be held at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or he'll die. And he's in Florida. They'll give you a button for a nose, but nobody thought to cook up some spaghetti or some shit for a brain, I guess. What happens? And I honestly, the rumors are true. And I would hate to see Frosty go, because that means I have to give up my popsicle dick. So. Ever since Frosty, I cannot look at an ice cream truck the same way. Me going. Yeah, I'm fucking around on you. I hate you so much, you piece of shit. Easter Bunny's here. I've been seeing you shit. Now that I have a closer look, I realize that it's not you I've been seeing ever since Hefner died. Those other buddies have had to resort to just being furries, so. They all look the same to me. My dear Black Santa is here. Yeah, and we call Santa St. Nicholas. I call him St. Nicholas. I'm fucking around on you because I hate you. Unfortunately, Black Santa has actually had a really rough time lately. That's true because Santa and I occupy the North Pole. Black Santa tried to occupy the South Pole, but it turns out they don't want no Black Santa down in the South, so. But it turns out the Northwest Pole will take them, so. Good. I don't know if I should call the next person fairy. I feel like that's not politically correct, so I guess we'll call you tooth gender fluid. I'm glad you're here, because I got a bone to pick with you about the bones you picked off me when I was a kid, alright? Like, when I was a kid, I got 25 cents per tooth. Now I'm finding out my nephew's getting $20 per tooth. Basically, you owe me $632, you piece of shit. You up here talking about nickels and quarters? Disappointed you missed my tits. Rudolph is my favorite reindeer. Yes. I love you so much, but I get really nervous when you lead the sleigh, because you're still a deer, and I just hate to see what would happen to my husband if an airplane flew by with their high beams on, so. Thanks. The most special thing about you is that shiny red nose, but I have to ask, does the carpet match the drapes? I was just wondering too, last week when I turned you down, do they blink blue? Or do they stay red?
Talk about your ear nuts.
I just really want to know how your anatomy works, because I fucking hate my husband and I'm thinking about fucking an animal. Hey, you guys ever been in a loveless marriage?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yes. Yeah. Motherfucker's so fat he not only can't see his dick, he can't see the woman sucking it. That's not me every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., sweetheart. That is the angry elf's mother. Because I told her fat ass she was squirting out that eggnog and she went running. Gingerbread Man is here. Yeah, man, congrats on your recent marriage proposal. Gingerbread Man got him some chocolate frosting. That's Prince Harry joke. Gingerbread Man, every single Christmas, my husband eats you. Must be fucking nice. I don't know why everybody's afraid of you. In your true form, you are frightening, but in tattoo form, you're just the universal sign for daddy issues. Thank you. You tried to be God's equal, and then he kicked you out of heaven, and you've been trying to defeat him for a very long time now. And I was wondering, are you always tired of being in second place? You're like the spiritual version of Hillary Clinton. Almost! Almost there! Too soon, too soon. With the horns and the tail, you just look like a very menacing kitty cat, which translates to pussy. Jesus, born from a virgin, which biologically speaking would mean that you're missing a chromosome, and you're only left with the X chromosome, so basically biologically, Jesus is retarded.
That's a lot of science. But it checks out.
Son of God's got the downs, that's what I'm saying.
That's the good part.
One question for you, Jesus, before I move on to Santa. When you clap, do your hands whistle? Well, you guys like that one. I'm voting for it. All right. Or this piece of shit. Oh, thanks, babe.
Growing.
Every time you get near me, it gets so chilly, my nipples get hard.
I know.
I fucking hate you. So I wrote Santa a song. He has no idea I play guitar because he hasn't paid attention to me. So. You've been slipping down those chimneys, but haven't slipped down mine in 200 years. I know the ho-hos you've been seeing, cause Mrs. Claus has got ears. This is a musical break. And I know and I know why you haven't been doing me. I've heard the song Santa Baby, so I know what you've been doing, but the joke's on you, cause I'm screwing the black man. Turns out the chills from the North Pole doesn't exactly affect his pole. But honey, you're getting old, and the cold from the pole turned your penis into a hole. That's a vagina joke, it's small. Which makes it easier for your children to sit on his lap. But in 1969, I gave him the clap. That's Rudolph. But I know my husband flies around the world to see your children. And I know it's disgusting in the dark that he sees your children. But in the end, I've always had a fetish for Michael Jackson, so I guess we've got the perfect relationship. And now we've got a holiday all to ourselves. And the best part is we stole it from the Son of God himself. Your sins are good. And then we rolled up. We were like, but we brought presents. And you guys were like, fuck you. Right? Drunk ass piece of shit. I'm not cleaning that up. I fucking hate you. And Christmas is a game of nice and naughty, and wearing all this red, it makes me feel naughty. So Santa, bring home some coal and warm up this body, because it's been way too long, and Mrs. Claus is ready to get it on. But if Santa, if you don't, it's cool. I'll get Tim Allen to push you back off that roof. Y'all see that movie? You know how long he lived, and then all it took was for Tim Allen to be like, hey, buddy, and he went, oh no, and fell off the roof and died. That's fantastic. If I had known that I could push him off a roof and he'd be dead, I would have done it back in 1989 when he asked me to do butt stuff. All right? Fucking, I wish I could have watched you fall off that roof. Oh no! And then I would have been like, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Taquitos, Rojo, I don't know. Join with me. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I hate you so fucking much.
Keep it going for Miss Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. Let her hear it, let her hear it. Yes. I think she's holding back now. Tell us how you really feel about him. I really think you're holding back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the man of the hour. Please stand up and help me welcome one more time, Santa Claus!
Ho, ho, ho! I love you, baby. I've been sitting here so long, I'm sweating my Christmas balls off. Let's have a round of applause for the next generation of comedy. And God, are we in trouble? If this dais were to blow up, you know what happened to the world of comedy? Nothing. I haven't seen so many people that don't know what they're doing since Trump took office. I just read this today. Every year in the White House, they set up a room and they do midnight mass. This year, Trump says he's not going. You know why? Fake pews. Fuck you, that is funny. Let me tell you who I am. I'm basically Nick. I was in charge of a large crime family in New York. They put me in the North Pole, and now they call me Santa. I'm like Bill Cosby. I come while you're sleeping. Too soon? I'll probably be asked to resign for sexual allegations as I get a little frisky at the office Christmas parties. The Angry Elf is here with his English accent. I want to know if he's ever heard any English people ever speak. But say hello to my little friend. It's great he's here tonight. He apparently had the night off from the dwarf toss. Before the show, he was going to lend me a couple of bucks, but then he said he was a little short. The only reason why he's so angry is because he can't get any on any of the rides at Disney.
He's funny. Fucking laugh.
But it's good to see the elf is off the shelf tonight. And the tooth fairy's out of the closet. Look at the tooth fairy. I've never seen anything like it. He's got woman's hair on a man's head on a little girl's body. The tooth fairy looks like if Eric Trump had a love child with Kenny G. You know the tooth fairy's from down south because if he had come from anywhere else, he would have been called the teeth fairy. Easter Bunny's here. So what? She looks like a giant bottle of Pepto-Bismol. I have to edit my jokes because they've all been done. It's usually a little smoother than this when you don't go up after 17 people. You know the song, Here Comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Because it's hard to walk without a limp when someone took your foot for good luck. Mrs. Claus. She's always horny because I only come once a year. And she's also tired because the angry elf tries to go up on her. She's not the brightest person in the world. I took her to the ballet when she saw everybody up dancing on their toes. She said, why didn't they just hire taller dancers? She's not the first Mrs. Claus. I was married once before, but this woman was fat and ugly. You want to know how fat she was and ugly? I took her to the beach. She was laying on a blanket. A guy walked by and said, what kind of bait do you use? Great joke. All right. Satan, he goes by the name of Lucifer, the devil, the dark prince. Here's a name you'll never hear him called, Funny. Every one of us tonight is wearing a costume. He's wearing his prom outfit. Another one, Paige. Black Santa took my holiday. He has his own Black Friday. And he also has Black History Month. Of course, it is the shortest month in the year. He looks like Albert Einstein after an explosion in the lab. What do you call Black Santa with a bag of toys? A Black Santa with a bag of toys, you racist bastards. Rudolph is here. Grandma got hit by a reindeer because it was a Puerto Rican driver, just like him. Nice commitment on the costume, babe. He wore his onesie. Did they check your proof before you got in? You're like 12. It's supposed to be a cute little reindeer. Look at you. You are 12 years old. I'm going through jokes now. I got a 30-minute act. Now I'm down to 2 minutes. Frosty, I love this guy. He's got balls of ice.
Ah, Nicky!
He started a terrorist group in Italy called Italian ISIS. He's so stupid he thought a snowblower was a prostitute. What do you call Frosty in the summer?
What?
A puddle.
What a dick.
What does Frosty eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes. Why was Frosty looking through the carrots at the grocery store? He was picking his nose. I'd like to clear up the vicious rumor that Frosty was caught at the Melbourne Zoo sodomizing a camel. This is an out-and-out lie. It was a llama. I know he made me hold its head. Jesus is here. What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? You only need one nail to hang a picture of Jesus.
And you're a saint.
The Bible says Christ will come back. We didn't know he'd come back as Charles Manson. And I'm not really sure if Jesus ever wore a graduation gown and a tablecloth. I heard you had trouble getting into FSU. You got nailed on the boards. The Gingerbread Man, or where I'm standing looking at me, looks like a fucking manatee. The story of the Gingerbread Man is so weird. The husband says to the wife, I'm going out to work in the field. Bake yourself something to entertain you. It's like a bad porno. I thought he'd be a little more phallic. Gingerbread's here is a fucking cookie. Who else? Did we miss anybody? No, I don't think so. Well, we got the Gingerbread Man. And we have a whole bunch of jokes that we couldn't do. So, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming here tonight, bringing the toys and helping out the kids. Hope you had a couple of laughs. Have a great, very Merry Christmas. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going. Keep it going for Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call Frosty back over real quick. Listen, guys, thank you very much for coming out. We appreciate it. We got a couple of announcements, a couple of things Frosty wants to say.
Go ahead and take your seat. How about one more time for everybody you saw on the show tonight? They did a great job for you and Duncan out. Folks, we are horrible people. There's no other way to say it. Our thoughts are not filled with good at all. We've been doing this for 6 years now. Duncan came to me 6 years ago and said, let's put together a roast of Santa. And we started out at the social downtown. Since then, we've moved over to doing 2 shows a year, once out in Melbourne, once here. We are terrible, terrible, terrible. Don't let us near your children, horrible people. That being said, for a lot of us, this has become our annual tradition. This is our holiday. Because we take our evil, dark hearts, and over the past 6 years, we've raised over 1,800 toys for kids who weren't going to get anything that year. We did it, but you're the ones who brought the toys. So we like to thank Jesus. We're going to get into heaven, you know, for all the other shit we do. Like, I know I got 4 abortions on me, but look, you know, I'm doing my best. There's a couple of remote control trucks this year. We're doing good. I think it's all going to work out in the wash somehow. I'm not sure. But, but more importantly, thank you guys so much for doing this. All the toys and donations tonight are going to the Boys and Girls Club of downtown Orlando. So you're helping kids who weren't going to... You really are the reason these kids are going to have a Christmas. So thank you so much.
Seriously, give it up for Myke Herlihy right there is Frosty. I'm going to give it up for all the cast. Give it up for Rudolph right there. That is Kermit Gonzalez. Keep it going right there for my man Kyle Potter as the Tooth Fairy, Kevin Best as Black Santa, Marcus Crespo as the Gingerbread Man, Paige Possanza as the Easter Bunny, Jeff Jones as Satan, Logan Wells as Jesus, and of course Sam Ivey as Mrs. Claus, and I can't forget Mr. John Ferrentino as Santa himself. Guys, my name's Duncan J. I've been your host this evening.